I am Maya, and I am here to definitively describe to you how to Woox walk with a crossbow. Every other video that I've been able to find on YouTube currently really sucks ass at describing this strategy. Most of them don't actually describe what I'm going to describe to you, and the one video that I could find that does describe it does a very bad job, and the creator claims that this is his strategy, when it is very clearly not his strategy, when I was able to learn this from a video 2 or 3 years ago from somebody who knew it a lot better than he does. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to call it Woox walking with a crossbow. Let's get into it, shall we? First, I'm going to start off with some housekeeping. I'm expecting you to know what a tick is. If you don't know what a tick is, please go and learn from another video. It's not that complicated. It won't take you that long to figure out. Play around with it in the game a little bit. You'll figure it out real quick. Second thing I'm going to assume is that you're either using True Tile on the Tile Indicators plugin in RuneLite, or that you're going to figure out how to time this some other way. So for the purposes of this video, we're using True Tile. So I use this little blue square to indicate my true position in the world, and that makes this a lot easier. So, yeah, I'm going to teach this in slightly increasing increments of difficulty, starting from the most basic so that you can get started, and then working up to kind of the more advanced stuff that I know. And I'm going to skip the most advanced, which is just turn off your prayer when you walk back and being able to eat at the same time, using Guthix rests, not this kind of food. This is crappy food. You want to use Guthix rests if you're going to eat when you're Woox walking. So I'll leave that to you guys to figure out. But yeah, I'll explain the rest of it. So first things first, I would suggest being on walk. If you want to manage walk and run some other way than what I do, that's fine. But principally, you want to be walking when you're Woox walking with a crossbow. It's going to make this just so much easier, okay? So if you sit on walk, which is my recommendation, but you still want to be able to run during the fight, you hold control and click, and you'll be able to run. It's that simple. It works in reverse, by the way, as well. I'm on run, hold control, and then you'll walk. So I just keep it on walk for the fight, and that works for me. Second thing is that when you are doing the strategy, you want to be fighting from this row of tiles, not this row of tiles. A lot of videos say use this row. Don't use this row. You use this row. And the reason for that is that this row will minimize the amount of acid that's on these tiles. Quick honorable mention is that these two tiles in a lot of old school videos are called like safe tiles. Apparently, they're supposed to be better for keeping the back clear. Personally, I don't know that I notice a difference, but feel free to experiment with that. I thought I'd throw it in there. So, yeah, with that out of the way, we can get started. So he's about to spray acid, right? You're like, oh crap, I need to get out of the way of the acid. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk back to this back tile, or this back row, and you're going to just start walking along this row. Okay, the first half of the Woox walk is complete. Now here's where we get the attacking in. All you're going to do is you're going to click on oh my god, you're going to click on vorkath, and then you're going to click back into this row, and then continue walking side to side. I'll show you now. Attack, back, walk. Attack, back, walk. Attack, back, walk. Attack, back, walk. Okay, you won't be able to do it that quickly because I would have been attacking on the 4th tick, but this is a 5-tick weapon. So that's we're gonna amp it up now a little bit. That's the most basic level. You're just walking around in this row, attack, back, and walk. Okay, you don't have to be super precise with your clicks. Whatever the case, that's all you need to know. Attack, back, and walk. That's the whole thing. Now let's amp it up a little bit. Let's get the attack timing correct. Okay. So since the crossbow attacks every 5 ticks, you want to be able to sort of count it out. Attack, back, 1, 2, 3. 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 Now the other thing you could do is you could count all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack, back, 1, 2, 3. 4, attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, screwing that up. I do 3. You could count all 5 if you wanted to. I'm not even going to try that because it totally throws me off trying to count 5. But yeah, it's just that simple. Once you've started the attack rotation, it's attack, back, 1, 2, 3, attack, back, 1, 2, 3, attack, back, 1, 2, 3. Okay, next thing is having a perfect attack rotation. So if you've got the zombie man figured out to where you're able to start attacking vorkath on the correct tick or one tick later, then at the end of the 6 attacks, he's going to rear his head up to spew acid at you. So if your attack rotation is on either the perfect tick or one tick later, on the perfect tick, you're going to be able to attack him when he rears his head back. And if you're attacking one tick late, then you'll be able to attack him as he opens his mouth and releases the acid, which is still fine. Any later than that, you don't want to be chilling here anymore because acid's probably going to land on where you're standing. So assuming you have the perfect rotation, this is how you want to handle the situation. You know, bolt goes off, you're like, because you got a ruby bolt proc, you're like, yeah, I got a ruby bolt proc, and then you're going to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, back. 1, 2, 3, attack, back. 1, 2, 3. Just, yeah, so bolt goes off. 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, back. 1, 2, 3, attack, back. That's simple. Okay. The last thing that I'm going to show you is scuffed acid. So let's say that these highlighted tiles here are acid and the not highlighted tiles are clear. This is not something that you'll probably ever see, but 3 tiles together is something you might see. And you'll become familiar with these sorts of ugly layouts over time. Most of the time you won't have to deal with this. I'd say probably 80% of the time you don't have to deal with this, but every once in a while it does show up. So the way that I handle this, the astute among you may have realized the issue here, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, back, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, attack, and I'm on acid. So that doesn't work. So I call this dancing. I'll just demonstrate for you. The more astute among you may have already figured this out, just from what I've explained so far. But at 1, 2, 3, 4, attack, back, 1, 2, 3, back, back, 1, 2, back, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, 3, back, back. So all I'm doing there is instead of walking up to this 4th tile, I'm walking back and then attacking. Attack, come back, pick a direction, 1, 2, 3, attack, back. 1, 2, can't walk here, 3, attack, back, and so on. Yeah. That's Woox walking. I'm going to release another video shortly after this one to go over a couple other hot tips for vorkath if you're interested in that. Doesn't make much sense to subscribe because I never upload to this channel, or any channel for that matter. But if you want to leave a like, that would make my day. And if you want to leave a comment, that might make my week. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like and comment. That'd be sweet. Thank you very much, and good luck.